Hello, you, sitting behind that computer screen. It is I, your father. I am here to warn you about a terrible guy who is going to compromise your friend Zach's channel. He is going to take over. He is going to post a hideous narration. I'll stop him for any longer. Brace yourselves! No! No, I'm not. No, I'm not a bad narrator. No. What is up, guys? This is OminousAcid, and since Zach has been ill or has been sick, I decided to do a guest narration for him because it's cool. He needs to see content. You guys need to see content, I feel, and that is why I'm doing this guest narration. A battle that Zach had against. I have no idea why. The only person whom I know, his name is Anthony. In game is Puddles. I don't know if it was versus Puddles or just some like a subscriber or something like that. But we'll just get into team preview. I'm doing this blind because I like to do guest narrations blind. Looking at Zach's team, he's got a Manectric, which is most probably gonna be his Mega. Also looking at his team, the only thing that can be Mega is Blastoise, and also Mega Manectric is kind of his icon. So I'm guessing that to be a thing. Then Gigalith is going to be a thing. I love Gigalith, it's amazing. Which is going to be most likely Stealth Rock Setter. I mean, you don't really want to run it offensively as much. You want to run offensive moves on it, obviously, but still. He's got the Talonflame, which is a huge threat. It used to be an icon for my team just because I liked it, but then it seemed that it was really good competitively with Priority Brave Bird. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe the bulk of variant, maybe it's just going to be 3 attacks, Flame Charge, Choice Band. I don't know, we will see. Torterra, another really interesting thing to see, because I really like Torterra. It's got that triple ice weakness, which is kinda unfortunate for it, but I really like it with kind of powerful attacks in the forms of Wood Hammer, Earthquake. It can set up Rocks too, if Gigalith doesn't have it, or if he loses it, I guess. Also, Leech Seed is a thing. Then Hydreigon is gonna be a specially offensive beast with maybe Choice Scarf, Expert Bell, Choice Specs, whatever. And then Blastoise is most likely gonna be a specially defensive variant, looking at his team. Now, looking at Anthony's team, I'm just going to call him Anthony. Mamoswine, a huge threat in OU. Then Chestnut, which is going to be a either physically defensive thing or a physically offensive thing. Then Rotom Heat, which is also a really cool poke, is going to be specially offensive, probably Volt switching with overheat shenanigans. Maybe Scarf, I like to run a Scarf. Then he has a fucking Sableye. Sableye is the bane of my existence. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Then Barbarical, which is most likely going to be a Shell Smash setup variant with the Tough Claws. And then Alakazam, which is most probably going to be as Mega as anything else can't really Mega Evolve. So we'll just have to see whatever goes. I'll just, we'll get into the battle right now. Alright, so Anthony is going to lead off with Mamoswine, directly going to be a bad matchup, I guess, because he's leading with Manectric, so gonna switch out into Nelson, which is gonna be his Gigalith, a physically defensive wall, as Anthony kind of predicts that, kind of an easy prediction, and goes for the Stealth Rocks on the first turn, then knocks Gigalith down to his sturdy with a critical hit Earthquake, and Zach is going to be able to set up his own Stealth Rocks. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't think that Earthquake would have knocked it down to its sturdy, because Gigalith is actually quite bulky, but still another Earthquake would have been going to be able to knock it out. Now Blastoise is going to come in, I guess fearing the water type attack. He's going to go into Sableye. Now if this is his Mega and he goes for the Water Pulse, it is actually his Mega. If he goes for Hydro Pump or Water Pulse, that is severely going to dent this Sableye. I hope for him that he gets the Confusion Hex. Damn it, he does not. Because Sableye is annoying as hell. I guess he's just going to go for another Water Pulse as he stays in and recovers. I guess not thinking that he would recover. Still, Water Pulse is seeming to do more than recover. Actually, not seeming, it actually does more. But I guess Sableye, before it dies, it will want to inflict some status onto it in the form of burn, which is gonna be cool instead of in the form of residual damage over the time. Now Rotom is gonna come in, threatening out the Blastoise, as Blastoise is gonna switch out into Manectric, I guess predicting the Volt switch, or Hydreigon predicting either stab move, because he could have predicted the Manectric going for the overheat, which actually Anthony does. So that is absolutely fantastic. Now, Zach is gonna Draco probably, or U-turn. U-turn is a cool option too, as the Chestnut comes in, which gives him a great switch initiative. That means that he can bring in his Hot Chick, which is his Talonflame, fearing it out with either of its stabs. It's got an even amount of HP, which is unfortunate. It means a Stealth Rock, but he does have leftovers, so I'm guessing he's Bulk Up. Yes, he is. Now, Chestnut is having the Stone Edge, maybe? Okay, he's gonna go for Spikes, I guess predicting an over-prediction or whatever, or just wanted to kill him off. But that is extremely unfortunate for Anthony, because now Zach gets a free Bulk Up, which is absolutely fantastic. He's gonna go for the Brave Bird, I guess, over here, or the Flare Blitz. Brave Bird is his move of choice, as Barbarical was switched in and at +2. That actually seems to 2-hit KO, but just remember that the Barbarical did take Stealth Rock damage upon switching, so this mightn't even kill. And it actually does not, which gives the Barbarical a chance to set up the Shell Smash. And then, does this thing get Aqua Jet? I don't really know. It might get Aqua Jet, because otherwise it wouldn't really have set up Shell Smash, or something like that at least. Some kind of priority. It should, right? Why would Anthony set up the Shell Smash then? I guess maybe predicting the switch of sorts, wanting to preserve the this thing. But the thing is that since it is his Mega Blaster, is probably not gonna carry Rapid Spin. I mean, it can, but Talonflame can't really switch out before the rocks are spun away, even though he does have the Roost. Now he's gonna predict the Volt Switch. He's gonna go for the Roost to lose his Flying typing, which is absolutely fantastic. And this means that Anthony is going to sack off his Chestnut, I guess, next turn, or he is baiting out the, what's it called, the Brave Bird. I don't know for what reason, just because his Barbarical is going to die upon switching. I guess he just wanted to sack it off, get a lead seed off, because Zach definitely will want to go for the Roost, trying to get as much health back as possible, because this thing doesn't threaten him at all, because he's seen that it is defensive, and now that he's shown the spiky shield as well, he's probably only going to be carrying a Growl's move or a Fighting type move, which is going to be good, because he can't touch this thing besides then leech seeding and spiky shielding. I actually like how Chestnut forms the shield that it has when receiving like the leech seed recovery, which is, I think, is pretty cool. Now this Mammothswine has got the Ice Shard. I think Zach doesn't want to take the chances. Okay, he goes for the Roost. Okay, Anthony could predict. Actually, he does predict that. Excellent play on Anthony's part. He goes for the Earthquake, predicting the Roost. Excellent play, dude. That was great, actually. So Blastoise is gonna come in again, threatening out this Mammothswine. We still don't really know what item it is. I think we haven't seen an item. It might still be Focus Sashed. But the Alakazam is going to be brought in, and that is going to take a hefty amount from Water Pulse. Now, Anthony is going to Mega Evolve. He's probably going to go for like Psychic or Psyshock, whatever he's carrying. Some kind of Psychic stat move. Maybe want to go for something else, predicting a switch out, or at least if he would have switched out, that would have hit the Blastoise and something that could switch in. Now, Manectric is going to come in. That's the first time we see it since the beginning of the battle, and it's only the end. So Manectric is not going to be his Mega, he's just going to Volt Switch out, so he's most probably going to be a Scarf Poke, just because he also led off with it in the beginning of the battle. Now Hydreigon is going to come in. That might actually as well be Scarfed, but it's probably like Specs. I guess Sack kind of like either sacks it off, but he's just gonna stay in. I guess he might have known that he could take an Ice Shard if it wasn't Life Orb or Bandit, and he didn't see Life Orb, so I guess that's it. Now Rotom is gonna go for the Overheat this turn, taking out the Hydreigon. Yes, it is going to take out the Hydreigon, as he gets the special attack drop, which is absolutely fine, because that gives Zach an opportunity to go into this thing. The Manectric, you can go for the T-Bolt, because this is going to be Anthony's last poke. Yes, it's going to be Anthony's last poke. So that means that Zach wins the battle with 2-0, I want to say. I think he had like the Blastoise left, or was that killed already? I don't really know. But at least that was actually a really good game. Both persons, both people, both Pokemon Battlers have predicted really well, and I actually enjoyed narrating that. So If you guys did enjoy this narration, and don't listen to your father, it was definitely not a bad narration, I hope, then you guys are welcome to leave a like, rating, comments you guys did think, and subscribe to Zach's channel, should be right below there. Show him some support. Link to my channel should be down below there as well if you guys wanted to check me out. And without that, I'm not gonna be without it, with it. With that, I'm gonna be out of here. Have a nice day, and goodbye.